Greetings, one and all. It is me, Kat, aka Black Moon Rose 13 at Tumblr, DeviantArt, YouTube, Comic Vine, a few other places I can't think of right now. Um, Hi. How is everyone? I have a few things to cover. Yay, covering my bases. And right now, I bet you are all wondering, why is this an audio journal and not a picture journal? Well, that is one of the many things that I will be talking about, which I have written down, thankfully, on this lovely piece of paper. Okay. Ha! Kidding. Not on paper. I didn't write it down on paper. I wrote it down on Notepad. I'm not that crazy. That and my hand cramps when I write, which is weird because when I draw, my hands don't cramp. But if I'm writing, oh, cramp, 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 oh, cramp, cramp, cramp. Heh, heh. That's humor. Laugh. Anyway, a few things I need to cover. Number one, why is this an audio journal, you may be wondering? Well, let's just say my laptop, which I have used for my past few vlogs. Okay, let me explain. I have two computers. I have my big one, my main one, the thing that I use for recording video games, blah, 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 my big main one. That's the one I'm currently using right now. And then I had a laptop. It was Mom's old laptop. I've mentioned it multiple times. That thing has gone through hell and back. Mom got a new one. She gave me the old one after doing a massive virus scan. Oy vey, you... Don't ask. It was a nightmare on Elm Street. And then, let's see, after doing that, well, she couldn't use it anymore anyway, because my mom somehow has the luck of every computer she's ever owned, sooner or later the disk drive doesn't work. I kid you not. Even when it came to a regular PC table, somehow the CD drive always breaks. So she can't play her computer games. And when I mean her computer games, I mean those little, I can't find the words right now. Blah. Anyway, so the disk drive is always broken. So anyway, she gave it to me because she had no use for it and she thought I could use it. I use it. The only things I really used it for was watching YouTube videos when I'm not on my main computer, because the main computer, the chair's uncomfortable as hell. Then after a while, I have to get off, and sometimes thunder happens. So I would get off and be in my room and be bored because there's nothing on television. So sometimes I would use it to watch the YouTube app, but the Wi-Fi in my room somehow is crap according to my cell phone. But yet it's not crap according to my mom's old laptop, so she gave me the laptop so I could use it for, whatever, watching videos, and that's what I use it for, watching YouTube videos or Hulu videos, because I've been trying to watch the Sailor Moon Crystal series, but then after the first episode, anyway, write my fan fiction. I write fan fiction. You should know this if you follow me on Tumblr. Yeah, I write fan fiction. My laptop has gone through hell and back, okay? That thing has been dropped, thunked, attacked, dropped. And I was an evil person to try to test its limits. Anyway, but the blue screen happened. Now, first time it happened, I called my computer tech, Wes. Hi, Wes, if you happen to be watching this. And he said it could have just been an overheat. Mom gives me one of her old laptop thingies. It's one of these thingies, you put it under your laptop, you plug it in through one of the USB parts, has a little fan in it, helps cool your computer down. That should have helped. I used that, and then it blue screened again, and again, and again. So there is something relatively wrong with it. My computer tech currently is unavailable to fix my laptop, and he's never actually worked on a laptop before. I mean, he's worked on mostly PCs, but he's never worked on a laptop. So he's kind of like, about doing it, and most likely the thing is, it's just basically the RAM. The thing has gone through God knows what, and yeah. From now on, until whenever Mom gets a new laptop and I get her current old one, which is a Windows 8, hate Windows 8. I hate it. I don't like Windows 8. Windows 8 is a good concept for tablets and cell phones. As a computer? Well, I'm not going to say it's let's just say if I had to choose between a Windows Vista and a Windows 8, I might lean towards the Vista. Might. I had a Vista. I had one of the early Vistas. Early ones. Ugh. But, yeah, Windows 8. Ugh. It's a great thing for tablets. It's a great thing for cell phones. But when it comes to an actual computer, it doesn't work for me. And also, I've heard from many people who play video games that a Windows 8 does not like it when you play computer games. At least that's what I've heard. Now, it could have improved since the last time I heard that, but who knows? But anyway, so there won't be any video vlogs of my lovely mug, unless, well, if I get something, if I order something and I want to show it off or whatever, I will still do a video log, but the only way I'll be able to do that is via my cell phone, which is somehow turned into a Doctor Who Team Fortress 2 hybrid over here. I kid you not, I got Doctor Who on here and Team Fortress 2. They're somehow working and coexisting at the same time. I don't know how. And I'll be using the camera on that and film it from there, and then I'll just post it up through the YouTube app. It will be completely unedited, and who knows how the film quality will be, or my video making quality. I mean, I've used it before a couple of times, but So, yeah, if I have any announcements or anything of the such that doesn't really require looking at me, you will be hearing it through audio journals, via recording, through my computer, through Audacity. Hi, Audacity. I love using you as a recording program. It's the wonderful form of free. Okay, that's covering 1 point. Point 1, done. See, I'm trying to organize all this crap so I don't just start blathering, because I gotta try to stick on subject. I have this issue of making red herrings, okay? Okay, second number 2. Now, I know most people most likely don't give a rat's ass about this, but I kind of want to talk about it because I want to get it off my chest, and most likely you don't give a rat's ass about it, but let me get it off my chest so I can feel better at night. Now, anyone who's ever watched my speed paint videos have maybe, possibly, noticed, on occasion, jumps within it. I know it's a speed paint, you can't really tell, maybe, but I can somewhat tell because I'm weird like that. There's many reasons why there might be slight jumps. Anyone who's ever watched my Dark Night Elf, I'll put a link in the description if I remember to do that. Self, remember that? Self ain't gonna remember. If anyone wanted to watch my Dark Night Elf thing, there was like this weird, I don't know how to explain it. Basically, the video went for a while, and ever since that happened, I told myself from now on, edit that out. So there might be occasional jumps in coloring, unless it's like at the beginning of the end, and that involves me accidentally hitting not hitting the record button like I did on my first the Goth Sailor Moon picture, which I forgot to hit the record button. I'm remembering now. You would think I would forget to do that like in my early speed paint days, but no, I do it now. Okay. Also, other reasons why that there might be jumps. I try to edit out anything that doesn't try to focus on the art itself. The occasional one slips because I am not paying attention wholly when I'm watching the final recorded product before finally rendering the whole video out. I gotta do that. Anyway, anything that doesn't focus on the art itself. So music changes on my music player, which I've noticed happens often. I'm like, wow, how often do I change my switch to music? Oh boy. Let's see that. Or if I'm opening another folder that's not opening another folder so I can grab something out of that. I like doing that because I'm weird. I like to edit that out. Or if I click to another tab within Photoshop to look at color references, because I use it for color references and to figure out, okay, what goes where, and sometimes it's the same exact picture colored by another artist, and I use it as reference. There's nothing wrong with references. References are an artist's best friend. Everyone should use references. Plain old copying, on the other hand, everyone goes through that copy stage. But anyway, I'm trying to focus on the art itself, and so I use another person's colored version of it, so I can figure out, okay, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. I just don't want people to not focus on the actual artwork. I want people to focus on the art that I'm working on, not all the other distractions. I'm trying to make this look as professional as possible. You can do trying to make this look as professional as possible while using Livestream Procaster and not being one of those qualified fancy schmancy channels that I don't have enough. I could get higher quality videos. I could do higher quality videos. I can. I have the ability to do oh so much, but I don't, because with Livestream and Photoshop. Okay, let me just put it this way. I've discovered now that in order to make Photoshop less bitchy, Photoshop sometimes gets bitchy when I have my recording program up at the same time. In order to make it less bitchy, I have to basically turn off Livestream Procaster, then turn off Photoshop, then reopen Photoshop, reopen the save file, because I save constantly nowadays. It's like a freaking paranoia thing for me. Then open Photoshop, then open Livestream Procaster, and hit record again. I have to do that like every hour. of recording time just to make Photoshop not bitchy. And I hate doing it, but I have to do it. The only reason why I'm doing that, I haven't done it since, okay, you know the picture which I did of Carcat and the Grub versions of his friends? That picture? That was the picture that basically started the whole, I need to do that every hour of recording time or else Photoshop gets really, really bitchy. Also, Livestream Procaster actually, Livestream Procaster got bitchy when I did that, I think. Was it Livestream Procaster? Yeah, Procaster got bitchy when that incident happened. But then Photoshop also got bitchy. Also, the image was a very large image, and Photoshop has been having issues when it comes to really large images, like, you know, images around the 6,000 pixel mark. So that's the issue as of late. So I have to stop recording, record. So there might also be jumps because of that. Yeah. I'm trying to work with what I've got. I mean, my computer's a really beautiful computer. I love you, computer, and it's a custom-made one and all that jazz, and it's really good. So, but, you know, it's Photoshop, and Photoshop's kind of being a bitch. I could just uninstall and reinstall Photoshop, but I'm not doing that! It's a pain in the ass! Okay, so, well, that point explaining why there might be jumps in my videos that you may or may not notice. Okay, okay, point number 3. Point number 3. Yay, point number 3. Talk about how okay, why am I reading this out loud? Don't read your notes. My channel, I have established, is an art channel. It is first and foremost an art channel. This channel is not going to go to the gaming side, because everyone plus their dad, that's a Nerd Cube reference, has a gaming channel, okay? And gaming's very popular. Yes, the speedpaint artistic side of YouTube is a very small, niche, tiny, very tiny, super duper tiny, extremely, extremely tiny, itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini, tiny community. It's so tiny, I am still wondering if there is even a community. I mean, I know it's not just me, because when I do post up videos, there will be other speed paint artists suggested. And sometimes my own speed paints are suggested, which then I start laughing. Like, why are you suggesting a video that I worked my ass off on? But I might just maybe do occasionally games, because I have noticed how my Surgeon Simulator games have been getting hits. I mean, not as much as my most popular video, which I think currently is my Deadpool speed paint. I think I have to recheck the numbers on that, because it has changed within the past few months. Few weeks? Months? It hasn't been months since you've done that video. Anyway, and there could be occasionally the occasional game-related thing. Maybe. Yes, maybe. I might actually redo a certain Surgeon Simulator with the medic and try to actually successfully do the Uber. That may be on the list. You will never know. Wiggle fingers. Anyway, also, I have a friend, Kai, the one who provided me the Surgeon Simulator game, which made those wonderful videos, which he still loves, and my friend Tacos also loves. She likes to watch them. Last time she watched them, she was drinking. And she kept texting me about it. I enjoyed myself. I don't know why. I got entertainment from her watching the videos. Okay, she wasn't drunk. That I know of. And I really shouldn't talk about this, because Tacos might actually be watching this video. Hi, Tacos! If you're watching this video, hi! How are you? Please don't be drunk while watching this video. I'm kidding. Please. If you're drunk and you're watching this video, fine. As long as you're watching this video and I get the points. Anyway, focus, woman! You wrote notes for a reason! Anyway, Kai and I have been doing Saints Row 3 co-op. Now, we could also do Saints Row 2 co-op, but Saints Row 2, me and Kai both have the same issues with it. It doesn't feel right. But we both had Saints Row 3. I discovered he had Saints Row 3, and because he was playing it, and my Steam account was saying, your friend, da-da-da, is playing Saints Row 3. And I said, you have Saints Row 3? And he goes, yes. And I go, I have Saints Row 3. And he goes, yes. I want to do the and I said, how's the co-op? And he goes, it's really fun. And I go, want to do the co-op? And he goes, yes. And then we started doing co-op, and we started a whole new game, both of us doing co-op, and somehow in the process, we both got similar outfits. I'm kidding you not. We never talked about it. We never conversed about, okay, do we want to do matching outfits or anything? No. We just, when we got a lot of money, we went on our shopping spree, and we're wearing very similar outfits. It's hilarious. We're both wearing the dark combat pants. He occasionally was wearing he's either wearing like a dark hooded thing or a dark turtleneck because he's a big archer nerd. He's always wearing something that's slightly darker than black. Just saying. And we both did the sunglasses, and we both wore combat boots, and I did the combat boots with purple laces because I had a pair of sneakers that had purple laces, and I love those sneakers to death, and they blew out. Oh, I've had those things for like 4 years. They cost me like $5, and they lasted me 4 years, and yet I had a slightly more expensive pair of shoes, and they barely lasted me a year. I had to get new boots. Ugh, let's not talk about that nightmare later. Anyway, and I had purple laces on mine. He also put purple laces on his combat boots. We were in sync, man. It was weird. We looked alike, and it was weird because we didn't plan it. But anyway, while we were doing co-op in Saints Row, we were dicking around, and when I mean we, I mean he kept playing around on the Nightblade cycle. Don't deny it. And we, and he jumped off the Saints headquarters. It was on the thing. It was really complicated. And I joked around saying we should have recorded it and, you know, going, hi, welcome to Jackass, Steelport Edition. So, I have to talk to Kai about this again, because if I do the Jackass Steelport Edition, I want to make sure that we both finish the game and we're like 100% at the game. If we finish the game and have all the perks and everything that we need, then we can just dick around and then do stupid shit videos. I have to talk to him about that, though, because I don't think he actually knows my silly idea of us sticking around in Saints Row. Okay, I've always wanted to do a dicking around in video game series. Just, you know, me, couple of friends, doing stupid shit while in video games. No real game content, no real, you know, thing, just us being idiots. I could joke around saying, wait, isn't that what Achievement Hunter does? But I won't be mean. I like Achievement Hunter. I love you, Mad Ryan. Not in the way that your wife loves you, though. I see us as both brothers and crazy. Brothers? I'm a girl. Partners and crazy. I don't know. But I like you. And people think it's weird I like Ryan. I think he's funny, and I think he's crazy. Crazy attracts crazy. Anyway, so I might, on occasion, do a game-related video if I had more games I could show off my stupid gaming skills. Fun fact, the recording program that I use for my speed paints is the same also has the game mode, because apparently Livestream Procaster also has a small gaming community. Who knew? And I use that as well. I know, I could get fraps if I had money, but I don't have money, and I'm not a gaming channel. So what's the point of me wasting money on a program that I would most likely use every once in a while I use Procaster practically every week? And it has a gaming thing, and I fiddled around with it, and it worked, so and the quality of the video is decent, so I might do the occasional game thing. I have, everyone, you guys remember my Minecraft Buildland tour? Well, I have done a bunch of stuff to it, and, well, I'm working on this big project right now, which is on again, off again, because my serfs, my little helper monkeys, hi Abby, the helper monkey, has been helping me out build it, and I'm not completely finished with it yet, and I've jokingly said I want to do this whole funny little scene with it, maybe, but that's for later, and also I have to finish my Roller Coaster Tycoon thing, because I'm still working on the stupid freaking welcome to Two Fort Land. Oh my god, welcome to Team Fortress Land. I technically haven't added anything since the last video when I was showing you my stupid little project. I haven't technically added, correction, I've added more bathrooms, because I was sick and tired of that stupid little, you need more bathrooms noise, and I need to add more food. I just gotta shut that thing up. Anyway, I gotta really work on that, but I'm somewhat burned. I'm not gonna say burned out, actually. I'm just kind of stuck. Also, when I finish it, what am I gonna do? Now, I have a couple ideas, but it involves me doing bad impersonations of the mercs. Don't want to do that. And why am I talking about stuff and going off point? You wrote a freaking list for a reason. Okay, so yeah, I might do a couple other game things if I had more games. Although I do have Bastilian, that's a good game. Kai recommended it, and a bunch of other friends recommended it for me when it was on sale, and it's a good game. But you can't really dick around in that game. I am a sucker for open world games. Any game that basically lets me do whatever the hell I want is a game I like. Oh yeah, Skyrim was a good game for me. But, well, actually, if I had more money in my Steam account and Saints Row 4 goes up, because Kai has Saints Row 4, and I played it when it was free to play for, like, that whole weekend thing. Does anyone remember that, or was that, like, a really awesome dream? Can't have been an awesome dream. I told myself that if I get Saints Row 4, that he and I have to do co-op together again. Because, damn it, I wanted to do Saints Row 4 co-op, because let's just say me and Kai have the greatest of fun when we're doing co-op together. I mean, it's fun by yourself, don't get me wrong. But when you're doing it with co-op, especially with a guy who has very similar mindset as you, it's hilarious. The only problem is, if I did the Kai video, he has no microphone. That was an issue, and it's really fun when you're driving, because you then, when I had the mic, so I would voice chat with him, and you know he's about to type something up, because especially when we're in our car, because then the car would suddenly slow down and stop, and then we hit a wall, and then he's typing something up, and I go, oops. Yeah. Also, there is a stupid little thing I have to technically do, and I have to talk to Kai about this. It involves a little game mechanic in Saints Row 3. I'm not going to talk about it. Not yet. No. Anyway, I'm just saying, Saints Row 3 with a friend is awesome. Okay. Point number 4, woman. Fourth point. Fourth. The long-ass point. Why is it such long? Oh, because you just wrote it this morning. Fourth point. Okay. This has been an issue that I've been having. Kind of. People asking for art requests. Now, I've been used to this before, and it's not really happened on YouTube. YouTube, you have been a very, very good monkey. Monkey? Why am I calling everyone monkeys? I like cats. Cats are better. Pandas are cute. Panda. Anyway, you guys have been good on this. And if you happen to be watching this and you happen to be pointing out, oh, how ironic, how funny it is because you're using during the 10th Doctor speed paint, you're using the Matt Smith song. Yes, I am fully aware of it. Thank you. I couldn't find my 10th Doctor song file. Okay, it went missing. I had it. I lost it. Okay? Now can we all get off my back about how I use the 11th theme for the 10th Doctor? Shut up on that. Sorry, I just got like another message about that. Please stop it. I'm fully aware of it. I felt horrible that I'd lost the file, okay? You guys gonna shut up about it now? The Doctor Who fan here knows that. Now, go away. Talking to a second generation Doctor Who fan. Do not mess with me. Wow, sounds threatening. What am I gonna do? Throw jelly babies at them? Ooh, I want jelly babies. I gotta buy some. Oh wait, they're not available in America. Anyway, focus. Ow! Hand. Okay. Now, like I said, none of you guys have ever requested requests. I mean, if you guys said, hey, why don't you do a speed paint video involving this theme, I'm cool with that. If you got a theme idea that I may try, I'll try to do it, if I have the line arts. We all know that, basically, as a colorist, I can only work with what I am given, which, while it is a lot, trust me, I have a lot of line arts I have collected throughout the, how many years have I been a colorist? Ooh, 5, 6? Oh, God, how long have I been on DeviantArt? That's around the same time that I started being a colorist. Okay. Sometimes some of the artwork either A, does not inspire me to want to do a speed paint of it, or color it at all, or B, even if I was inspired, I didn't know what song to use, and then I have to basically ask the internet, and then the internet gives me songs which are kind of, sort of, bleh. Yeah. I had that issue a while back. Spy versus Medic, that one, the Spy Medic picture I did, which fangirls screamed. Gentle surgery for all. Okay, all ships are welcome on my world. Just don't go into ship war arguments, and everything will be fine and dandy on my channel. Okay. Yeah, I actually asked for song suggestions for that image because I wanted to go beyond just the Team Fortress 2 soundtrack, which I should have stuck to the Team Fortress 2 soundtrack because it's an awesome soundtrack, and they got some new songs. I gotta really find them. But most of the songs they suggested, bleh. Anyway, focus! Anyway, now, on DeviantArt, I occasionally get the whole, hey, will you draw this for me, will you draw that? First off, colorist. Yes, I occasionally doodle, I occasionally draw my own stuff, and I occasionally turn it into speed paints on here. I could list a couple right now off the top of my head. Let's see, the Demo Man one. I like that Demo Man one. That Demo Man picture. Everyone, when I posted it up, everyone thought that was the cutest hell little picture, and I'm like, yeah, it's cute as hell. And then people are like, oh, you should do the others peanut style. Yeah, there's a problem with that. One, I have to figure out which peanut would work best. And two, the only one that I can think of that would work in a peanut style sense is Archimedes as Woodstock. And maybe Pyro as Snoopy. Or, which is the one with the dirt always around it. That one could also work. But yeah, Pigpen. Damn, I can't remember Pigpen? Those are the only two I kind of, sort of, have an idea what could have worked. But anyway, but I have done my own doodles on my speedpaint channels. They're not as popular. I don't know. I haven't checked lately. And I have considered doing a series of speedpaint speedwork videos of my doodles. Maybe one day. Not gonna say when, because then I'll date this video. I don't want to date the video. But anyway, I'm a colorist first and forehand. My art, my drawing skills are ones to be desired. And then, okay, let me point out. Request. I have a love-hate relationship when it comes to requests. Now, I have done requests with other artists, but in return, I offered my coloring skills. So it's not really a request, it's a collaboration. It's a collaboration. So, like, with my friend Blue Amnesiac. Blue, I missed doing your work, buddy. Draw something for me. I have plenty of his work. I haven't colored it. Like, I give Blue an idea. He draws it up. I color it. Like the, X-Men Rock, Paper, Scissors. That was a collaboration. Now, why am I going off subject? I told myself I want it. But people are going, oh, do you do requests? Not really. I'd like to do money. I like to do the whole commission concept. I like the concept of commissioning. And I do have a PayPal. But, okay, let's just say this. I don't know why, but PayPal, when I went onto the official PayPal site, goes, oh, you have been chosen for a random security check, blah, 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 blah. Please put in your banking information so we know it's you. Okay. I have many a friend who also uses PayPal for commission work, for buying, and for whatnots. I have asked them if they've ever had this. They've said no. So then the anxiety kicks in and the massive paranoia, and therefore I don't want to use PayPal anymore. So you can see a conundrum. If I do commissions, I can't technically take payments via PayPal. Sorry. But I know this is an issue, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, that's not fair, blah, blah, blah. Well, there is another way to do it. It's called money orders. Anyone remember money orders? Am I the only one? Is this only a thing that people over the age of 20 know? I'm 23. I'm going to be 24 in September. By the way, I am accepting presents. I still celebrate with presents. So it's like, I have to do, basically, I could do it via money order. Now, there's also this whole thing involving trust if I do that. Because I have to trust that person to send me the money order. And they have to trust me to send them the picture. Because I've thought that maybe, okay, if I did the whole money order thing, they would get a copy of the image. And they would have the non-watermarked version, and it would be printed up on computer paper until I actually can afford better quality paper, and they would have it mailed to them. If I'm doing doodles, it will be cut around and use fancy little crimping scissors to make it look fancy. Because I want to make it look fancy. And because I have those stupid fancy crimping scissors, and I haven't used them for anything, minus scrapbooking. Okay, I don't scrapbook. I use it to make fancy snowflakes during Christmas, though. Christmas. Anyway. Oh god, Christmas is coming up. Fuck! Anyway. Oh, no, wait. Hold on. My parents' anniversary is before Christmas. Fuck! Oh, crap. I'm dating this thing now. Sorry. I was trying not to date. Anyway, so there's a massive amount of trust involved because I have to trust them to bring me the money order, and they have to trust me to bring in the art. Now, I will give the art. Okay? My idea was we both send the money order and the picture art at the same time, and we do it that way, and we just basically trust the system that is the American Postal Service or whatever postal service you might be if you're outside of this country. I have checked my numbers. I am somewhat popular in England. Somewhat. I'm also popular in Australia. And Russia. Germany, kinda. Well, most of my videos you can't technically even show in Germany because of the weird-ass copyright. I thought America had bad copyright laws. Correction, Germany. I'm sorry, my German friends. And I have German friends. I am so sorry. I want to hug you guys. I'm sorry. I think I've touched on that before, actually. Anyway. So, basically, I would have to trust the American Postal Service. Or the Postal Service. I should just say Postal Service, in case, foreign lands and all that. So, if I did that, so you understand where I'm going. You guys would get an unwatermarked version. I would post up a watermarked version, of course, on the internet to show off my work so I can get more people interested. If it's cool with them and all that. But most of my doodles, somehow, Tacos says my art style is cute. and is cute and chibi. I look at my art style and I still see me 13-year-old self and I still smack me. I suffer from 8th grade syndrome, where you want to smack your 13-year-old self. Hello. I mean, yes, I have tried to improve, and I have in certain departments. If you looked at my Archimedes picture, that is a really good bird. That's one of the best birds I've ever drawn, if you happen to be following my doodle blog on Tumblr. I can draw objects pretty decently, except guns. They still look boxy. You would think playing Team Fortress 2, I might have a better chance of drawing better weaponry. Might. Which reminds me, I have to collect a bunch more Team Fortress 2 related references for the weaponry. I have my flash drive, which has all my fanfiction, also has a bunch of images from the Team Fortress 2 Wikipedia, which I use for, as well as some people who actually made a 360 go-about pictures of the Team Fortress 2 characters, and I use them for references, not only for coloring, but for attempting drawing. Which I should try to draw some more, because I want to do a sniper picture. Shut up, I'm a fangirl, you know that. So, anyway. Focus! So, yeah. That's the idea for my commissions. Also, I could do trading in Steam. I could. But that involves me having to make sure they're not a hacker, me trusting them on the whole, thing. Also, what could I trade with them in Steam? Like, I could give them art and do keys. I know a lot of Team Fortress 2 blogs, art blogs especially, that actually do art for keys. And I thought I could do that if I had lots of crates. I've only so far in my whole Team Fortress 2 career, which isn't that long if you actually think about it, so I shouldn't really call it a career. It's more of a soul-sucking lifestyle. Actually, I don't play 7 hours a day. I don't. And I don't do the public servers. And when I do play, it's usually private LAN servers with me and my friend Wes, and we play around with the coding and the bots. But I have been doing more public servers lately because, well, I want stuff. Anyway, yes, I'm a greedy little butthead. And I could do art for keys. And in my whole Team Fortress 2 career, I've only gotten 2 crates so far. Technically 3, but the bread crate doesn't count. Which, by the way, does anyone have one of those bread Girardi thingies? I will trade my bread gloves. Seriously, I want the bread Girardi. I use Girardi more than I do boxing gloves. I'm just saying. Please. Like anyone's willing to trade. So yeah, I might do art for keys. And I could do that. Or art for crates. But then I need keys. Ah! I could do art for TF2 trading. And now this is where I wish my art was good enough that I could actually trade art for games. Which my art ain't that good enough. Steam sale was good enough. During the Steam sale, my art was good enough to do trades for games. But, my art is not that good enough to get a $15 game. Well, actually, some people say, I mean, I've done a few doodles, and I took pictures of them through my potato of a cell phone. And I actually sent them to my friend Tacos and my friend Jeff, and I actually asked them, would you buy this? And they go, yes, we would buy this. And I go, how much would you pay for it? Now, Tacos, being a little smart aleck, goes $1 million, and I go, realistic money. And she goes, to $5. I could buy you a cheap-ass indie game. But what indie... I'm gonna have to get a few more indie games on my wish list then. And some people say, well, Jeff, when it comes to my coloring, he says, well, your coloring skills in a technical aspect are worth around $10 to $15. Maybe I should trade in for Steam codes. No, woman, stop thinking about this. Archimedes, shut up. Archimedes is staring down at me again. Archimedes, for those who haven't watched my video, I got an official Archimedes, which gave me my genuine Archimedes, which I want the Doctor Who scarf for the medic. Damn it. And I've discovered that you can have the medic scarf and Archimedes on there. So it's like, ah! I want the Doctor Who scarf. I'm such a Doctor Who nerd. And Doctor Who's coming up this August. I'm excited. I mean, okay, everyone's already starting to complain because, Moffat and all that. But I'm just like, ignore the Moffat thing and just enjoy the greatness that is Peter Capaldi. Peter Capaldi's good. At least I've heard he's been doing good. I'm ripping up a tissue paper while I'm talking. I should focus. So, yeah. If my art was relatively good enough, I could trade for Steam codes. But I don't think my art is at that level yet, personally. Now, a bunch of people have told me, you shouldn't put yourself down, your art is that good, and all that jazz, but I don't feel like it is. And this video is running a lot longer than it should be, because I was expecting it not to last this long, because I thought I would be focused, and I wrote everything to be focused, but I'm not focused. But anyway, that's all the stuff I wanted to talk about. It will be one large 30-something odd video and pictures. I don't know. I think I might just basically use my icon and just use that as the picture like I did for all my other voice audio logs, which I deleted. Well, I didn't delete them. I put them on private. Well, not private. I put them on, I don't know. They're still within my archives on YouTube. They're just no longer available for the viewing public because, according to some people, I shouldn't be posting my personal shit on here. But I have now gotten older and wiser, and I figured out what personal shit to talk about and what personal shit not to talk about on a public forum. I'm improving. I have matured in the last couple years, and this I deem important to talk about. So, hope you heard that. Thank you for listening. I hope you guys understand everything. If you have questions, comment box was invented for a reason. Oh, by the way, if you by chance hear, I have to do this thing now because ever since the whole YouTube unlimited comics you can put links in, I became like NerdCube, and basically, well, NerdCube just disabled comments completely, which is understandable because he's popular, and with popularity comes stupid people. I'm not saying you guys are stupid. I'm just saying people who are given unlimited text are trying to make giant penises. So he disabled comments. I, on the other hand, decided to not go as crazy because I'm not that level of popularity yet. I've decided to just basically approve or disapprove comments. So I review them, I say yay, I put up. If I have to comment, I approve. I approve like a good % of them to begin with because I don't get any to begin. I barely get comments to begin with, but I do approve them, especially ones that I have to basically answer back to because you can't really answer back unless you type it up. But anyway, bleh. So anyway, if you have a question, type it in the comment section. I'm pointing to the comment section even though you guys aren't looking at me. Okay, Rain? So thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this very long, me talking at around like 40 minutes video. And bye-sies.